Why, hello there everyone. I'm Laxow, aka the Kumo Sensei. 皆さん、こんばんは. Good evening or good afternoon. And today it's as the video states, nobody ate. And allow me to explain why that is. So, as stated before in my previous videos, I had to rehouse a bunch of tarantulas, so every tarantula you're seeing in this video has just been rehoused fairly recently and still needs a bit of time to adapt into their new enclosures, so that's probably why they're not hungry, more so they just need more time to adapt to their new homes. So I guess everybody's gonna click off this video now since I've pretty much stated in this video and in this title that none of the tarantulas will eat in this video today, but if you are going to stick around, allow me to talk about the future of this channel, about me, and some things going on in my collection. So let's go. So as we approach 1,000 subscribers on this channel, I will do a giveaway as stated before with 5 inbound furry slings about an inch in leg span, and they're slowly growing, so they should be about an inch and a half, maybe larger by the time we hit 1,000 subs. But as I stated, we have to wait until we hit 1,000 subs and then I'll do the giveaway. And we're very close. We're very close indeed. And if I don't choose you, that's fine, because I will do them more often because I'm a tarantula breeder, so I'm going to be producing quite a bit of slings, and at times I'm going to have extra, so there's more to expect even after the first giveaway here. So now let us move on to the next topic, which is you viewers. So to all of my viewers who have been commenting on my videos, I'm truly thankful because it is fun to have some sort of interaction with my viewers and my community. So to the people who have been commenting on my videos and the ones who comment frequently as well before 1,000 subs, which is right now as of the posting of this video, I would like to reward you viewers somehow, but I don't know how, but I will figure something out. But maybe that's for the future me, if this channel does grow really big, or if it grows big enough, I guess, to where I can actually have an impact. But as I always say, let us wait and see. Alrighty, so let us move on to the next topic, and that is my tarantula collection. So, as stated earlier in this video, I've recently rehoused a bunch of tarantulas, and honestly, I have to say, the cost of supplies have gotten super expensive, which is honestly like the craziest part. So as a tarantula breeder, I usually buy things in bulk, which everybody does if you're a tarantula breeder, and it seems like the unit prices have gone up quite a bit. So what I'm trying to actually do is to buy as much as I can now, so that way when the prices go up, I don't really need to buy more. So basically I'm just buying them while they're cheaper before they become more expensive. So I do get paid next week, but I do gotta use my paycheck on actually buying more substrate, which is funny to say because I just gotten more substrate. So basically what has happened is that I recently also rehoused a bunch of my Hyat species Benin. Because of that, I have like no substrate left. So if you're not familiar when it comes to the Hyat species, they're pretty much pet holes. Yes, they live in burrows in the ground and tunnels and whatnot, but you'll never see them on the surface. So once you put them into the enclosure, that's pretty much the last time you're ever going to see them. Which is honestly pretty much true because I will show you my Hyat species Benin, and honestly it's nothing but a hole in the substrate. That's literally all it is. And trust me, I rehoused 20 specimens of the Hyat species Benin, and of the 20 of them, none of them are out. They're always digging holes in the substrate and that's it. It's funny because what people say about them is literally true. They're super easy to take care of when it comes to Hyat species, but at the cost is that you'll never see them out. Like ever. Maybe once in a blue moon, but that's it. But what am I saying? Let us get back into it. But essentially though, when it comes to my supplies and whatnot, I am running low on substrate because I used a lot of it on my Hyat species, which they require a bit of substrate depth so that way they can burrow and pretty much do as they please of being a pet hole. So coming back into this video though, you will notice that my tarantulas are a bit finicky when it comes to their personalities right now, and it's really because they've just recently been rehoused into these new enclosures, as I stated earlier, so they're not too familiar with their new enclosures, so it's going to take a bit of time before they get used to it, so you will see them climb up and about and maybe act a bit different from the usual. But I promise you guys though, it's really just a phase of getting used to a new home. This is essentially me clarifying things so people don't take things out of context, because it happens a lot, so I got to explain it here and there, and this is just so people don't get any negative connotations or anything negative from tarantulas. So I hope this clarifies some things, and as stated, none of them are hungry. But honestly, I'm not really disappointed. I know you viewers may be disappointed, but for me honestly, this is just another typical day. Because I work with tarantulas pretty much every day at this point, to where like, if they don't eat, they don't eat. If they do eat, they do eat. So, yeah, give or take, I guess. But I view it that way because to me, there's always a next time, and also because I have so many tarantulas to feed at some points to where like I don't have time to actually watch them meet. I just throw in a feeder insect and then move on to the next one. You kind of had to pretty much place time on making sure everybody's fine, that you don't have time to enjoy each individual specimen individually. So that's really the price you have to pay if you do become a tarantula breeder, is that you just can't enjoy each one individually. You gotta treat them all the same because you can't neglect them, so everybody is treated equally and well. But anyhow though, here's a short stop of my Hyat species Benin, and as you can see, it's a fascinating pet hole. And that's really all you see when it comes to the Hyat species. They're all pet holes, but if they are pet holes, you're doing it right. So all of these have just been rehoused, and as you can see, all of them are pretty much pet holes already. So none of them are out and about, and they're all living their lives in a hole. So let us move on to one surprise feeding, and that is my African giant bullfrog, my Pyxicephalus adspersus. And this is Bobo, one of my 2 giant African bullfrogs. And this little guy is still growing, and this one here is the only one I'm going to show today. Dandelion is already full, so I'm not going to feed her. So Bobo here is actually a male. So the last time I shown these specimens, they were still unsexed, but now I'm pretty confident that Bobo here is a male. And the reason why is because he croaks at night. So if you're not familiar when it comes to African giant bullfrogs, males croak to attract females. Pretty interesting to see this guy croak already. Didn't expect that, but hey, he is a male, and honestly, he doesn't eat as much as Dandelion does. But he is slightly longer in terms of length, but in terms of girth, Dandelion is definitely the better eater. But he still eats well, but just not as aggressive as Dandelion though. So for those who have been wanting to see my frogs again, here they are. They're both still alive and eating pretty well and doing well. They have grown quite a bit, and they are through quarantine already, so yeah, here they are. But without further ado, I guess I'll call this a video for today. So, as the typical, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. I upload every single Tuesday and Friday here on this channel. And also support me on my social medias such as my IG and Patreon. And also shout out to my Patreon members such as Kale for helping keeping my tarantulas fed. And with that, stay lax and Laxow out from the Kumo Sensei.